Ooh, I got bit. Oh, I got a fish on the drop shot. First cast with a drop shot on the point, Paul. Ooh, it's a nice fish. Yeah, it's got to be, I'm sure it's a bass. Hey folks, Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids. I can't even begin to tell you what just happened. First of all, I'm at Smith Mountain Lake and it's practice day for the second. Oh, it's a nice smallie. Look at this, guys. I got my first smallie of the day. I've caught a few largemouth. Boy, it's been raining down here at Smith Mountain Lake. I was going to say Smith Mountain Lake BFL Shenandoah division. This is stop number 2 and I got a nice smallie. So this would have, oh, when he gets off. Oh, Paul got a big one. Check Paul out. Oh, you got a big bass. Check this out. I just lost a smallie. No big deal. Practice day, guys. And my buddy Paul has got a, oh, Paul's got a giant bass. We just about doubled. If I had just landed that smallmouth, we would have been in good shape. You got a good one? You got a 5-6 pounder. Yeah. Guys, we were just starting to kill it all of a sudden on this point. The water's clear. Let's see what we got. Where'd you put the net? Where'd you put the net? Oh, you put the net away. All right. Okay, guys. Oh, it's a nice one, Paul. It's not a 5 pounder. Yes, it is. Oh, man. Nice fish, Paul. I think Paul's excited. We just about doubled up. You all saw my smallmouth, and now Paul's whacking a big old largemouth on a beautiful swim bait. Dude, this is awesome. We're just killing it. And I just turned the GoPro on, guys, because literally we have just dealt with so much rain. I couldn't put the GoPro on. I would have had my 4th keeper. Paul, that's probably your 2nd keeper. And guys, the game is on. We're just doing some practice here. Second stop of the BFL for the Shenandoah division. Let's keep fishing. I'm gonna go ahead and retie that drop shot and see if I can catch another smallie. So what I forgot to mention, guys, is that before we started playing with these couple of bass that we just caught, practically doubled up, check out this IMA little stick that I'm throwing. So I'm throwing this on the point. It's pretty windy. It calmed down a little bit. But guys, we got dinner. We just had some crazy blow-ups on some of these Smith Mountain Lake stripers. So we got some striped bass in here. We got 2 beautiful stripers in the live well. So we're hooked up. We got dinner. We've got some bass. We got some practice going on for tomorrow's tournament, and we're having a blast down here at Smith Mountain Lake. So y'all just stay tuned. Let's see if we can catch a few more bass and get a little more action for you. So I'm throwing a drop shot, finessey as I could be, after throwing a great big giant little stick by IMA for some stripers, catching stripers. I hooked myself a smallie, and then Paul whacks one just as I'm losing mine. Paul whacks a 5, easy 5, I'm guessing, on a big old swim bait on this point. So we got something figured out. Let's see if we can execute tomorrow, and let's see if Paul could pull off something, and whether I pull off something or not, I'm always having fun just doing the co-angler thing. So I'm gonna be co-angling tomorrow, and hopefully the rain holds off so I can videotape a little more for you guys. You get another bite? Paul just got whacked again. Paul's about jumping out of the boat. He's getting tapped on his, is he coming after it? Paul's had 2 nice strikes on his swim bait again since that last one, so he's excited over there, shaking the boat. Paul, you got one? Oh my God, Paul's on again. What do you think it is? Striper. It's a striper? All right, guys, we're gonna get to show off this. It's a striper, dude, yeah. It hasn't jumped yet, I'm sure. Oh yeah, it's pulling drag. Nice, Paul's got a rod bend going on. Guys, we are killing it on this point and having a blast. The weather's beautiful right now. It was just pouring on us all morning now. It's a striper, I guarantee you. Still throwing that swim bait, right? Yeah. Paul's had like 3 bumps since. I was getting ready to throw on a swim bait myself, but he's got something pumping here. If this is under 26 inches, we can actually bring it home along with the other 2, and we could keep 2 a day. You got the net? Oh yeah, perfect size. I love it. That's great. Yeah, let's get the net. All right, here comes the net. Paul's got a perfect keeper size striper. In the net. Nice. That's awesome. Good job. There it is. Good job, Paul. Paul just whacked a 5-pound largemouth a minute ago, and now he's got himself a beautiful 5-6 pound striper. Easy, would you say? Oh yeah. Need pliers for that? Yeah, I think. No, you're good. Here it is. Awesome. So we don't have any ice on us, so we're just going to keep them in the live well. We are. What are we down to now? We got. Oh, we got 3. I don't know. You think you're to measure them? I think it's under 26 inches. All right, we're going to be safe, guys. Measure them up. What? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's 25 inches. You're right on. That's like as good as it gets. I got a GoPro going. You can put it in there. Come on. All right. That's How many do we have? We got 3 now. So we got 3. All right, guys. Since Paul's whacking them on that great little swim bait with the swim bait belly weighted hook, I'm going to go get an open hook idea. I'm going to throw you the what do you think, Kitech 4.8 bluegill flash with an underspin, or that scrounger head deal. This is scrounger head. Do you think this is the Jenko Fishing's lure that I got out of one of my mystery tackle boxes that I actually used down in Florida for the first time. I haven't used it since. I got it glued onto there to the head, so it's still in pretty good shape. I'm going to throw that scrounger head, see if we can whack not only some of the big largemouth that are in here, but maybe catch another striper just for fun. All right, we got our game going on today, guys. It's a great day of practice right now. Even though we're playing with the stripers, we're catching fish and having fun. All right, fellas, so we're going to abandon this point, not overfish it. We know what's here. A beautiful, gosh, I don't know, almost a 2-pound smallmouth, 5-pound largemouth, and ultimately we had 4 beautiful stripers. One was actually bigger than we could keep. I may not have mentioned that, but I caught one on that same IMA little stick. I caught a giant. It was probably pushing 30 inches, so we had to throw that one back, but kept 3. So we're going to make a move. The GoPro may have to be shut down here for a minute. It's starting to rain again, so you guys just stay tuned. As soon as we get some decent weather, we'll turn it back on and give you a little recap of how it's going if we had some action during the rain, and hopefully get some action back on the GoPro once the rain quits. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, we made a little move. The rain let off a little bit more. I got the camera back on. I got the drop shot out. We're doing a little main lake point dock fishing. So I'm going to throw this drop shot by the dock. Paul, what are you throwing up there? Shaky head? We got a little shaky head, actually. Real clear water up here, guys. So we're going to do a little finessing around some of these docks and see what we can pull off. It's a lot calmer back here off this point, and we had a little bit of wind on that point where we were whacking them. You get a bite? Paul just got a bite right in the corner, right? The rain has been insane this week. We've been really dealing with it here on the mid-Atlantic. It's been nuts. 3 to 6 inches of rain in the past 2 to 3 days, flooding everywhere from Maryland down through Virginia and all kinds of spots. So fortunately, we're on the lower section of the lake, so the water isn't terribly stained. We still got some good clarity, but boy, up the Roanoke River, I can't even imagine how muddy it is up there. And I'm very curious to see how many fishermen will choose to venture up that way for this tournament. It can be very, very interesting to see if some of that dirty water up that way produces. You getting just little bluegill taps up there? See if they want my drop shot in there. Oh, I got whatever's in there though. you had a little something biting your stuff, but I guess I got him. And you know what? Did you absolutely call out full blown what was eating your bait? Yeah. Guys, I threw in my drop shot and got my little sunfish deal here. I don't think that's not a bluegill, dude. That's like a little green sunfish. Or guys, go ahead and call it. I don't even know it's a little green sunfish. You know, I know what it is. I just can't remember. But guys, let me know what you think this little beauty is. It's a pretty little fish though. All right, species check, guys. Let us know in the comments exactly what you got there. Uh-oh, fish on. I love it. Wow, decent, guys. Right here by the dock. Oh, nothing big. Got to catch a dink every now and then. I've caught a bunch of these today. Guys, when I was not filming, I'm telling you, I was whacking them. I caught 3 keepers. I caught 3 over 14 inches with this drop shot in the back of docks like this. So great little pattern for catching a limit. And if I'm fortunate enough to have a boater that's working some docks tomorrow and I'm in a good position, hopefully I'll be able to whack at least a limit. But that's what co-angling's all about. You just got to adjust and sometimes go finesse. And sure enough, some Morning Dawn Roboworm is doing it. Whoa, I didn't think I was going to get right there, dude. That cast felt really good until you come screw it up. There we go, under the dock, buddy. It actually happened. Under the dock. I don't know if it's a big one or not. He's swimming pretty hard, Paul. It's a good fish. Guys, I got a keeper. I got a keeper with a great cast under the dock with my drop shot. Look at that beauty. Awesome, that's my limit. Guys, I had caught at least 3 if I don't lose this one. Well, now, should I say that, Paul? I did lose that. That smallie, guys, would have been netted. That smallie would have definitely been netted. This is a nice keeper, and he's hooked beautifully. Great. No, we're good. We're in good shape. Check that out, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Paul, what do you think, man?
That's awesome, man. Good job.
Isn't that great? Nice dock. We knew that dock would be productive because it's right on a point, right on the main lake. And yeah, I got that, you know, a naked rig or anything you could have skipped under there, from a wacky rig, Senko, Texas rigs, weightless Senko, any and all kinds of baits would have worked perfectly right up underneath that dock. But that's where that boy was. So guys, that's killer. So let's just see if we can keep fishing. The rain is holding off, and let's just see if we can find any more fish and figure out what's going to happen for tomorrow. Well, Paul's got one here at the dock. Let's see what you got, buddy. Let's see what you got. Nice. Okay, nothing big. I don't think it's a keeper. Pull on up here. Put on up here, buddy. Good job. Paul's throwing a shaky head. So we caught a couple fish off this dock. That one's definitely not gonna keep, but we got a little pattern going on with these docks and some finesse baits. Good job, buddy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, absolutely, another keeper. Guys, a little bit under the dock, and I got another chunky bass with a drop shot. Folks, we're gonna call it. You know, we know what we're doing here, and it's getting a little late in the day, and we got a little bit of preparing to do. Paul was out here yesterday practicing. He's got a good idea what he's gonna do as a boater tomorrow. He added a few things to his arsenal of techniques and ideas of what he's gonna and how he's gonna apply those tomorrow to hopefully be successful in the tournament. I'm a co-angler tomorrow. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get a bunch of these bad boys with a drop shot and maybe a Naco rig and some of the finesse stuff that us co-anglers love to do. I'm definitely gonna follow my boater's, you know, deal and see what he's doing, and I'll just do what I've got to do to kind of be competitive, and regardless of how I do tomorrow, I'm always having fun with these as a co-angler. So folks, I'm going to go ahead and set up this video as a pre-fishing routine, and I'm going to go ahead and do everything I can do to get you a video of the actual tournament day, depending on the weather and depending on how my boater feels about me videotaping. So folks, as always, I appreciate you joining me. As always, I appreciate you subscribing. Until we meet again, over and out.